executive wording for chargeback, and COGS per active customer. Welcome! Today we'll turn technical operations metrics into executive-ready narratives. Your goal is to translate data into decisions. We'll focus on value, risk, and decision impact, the three lenses leaders use when they hear numbers. We'll also keep language crisp, avoid jargon, and when a term is essential, define it in one line. Think, what will this metric help us decide, and why now? By the end, you'll frame ops updates as a clear business story: what changed, why it matters, and what you need approved to create value or reduce risk. First, a few terms in plain English. Showback means giving teams visibility into what they consumed and what it cost. No billing attached. Chargeback adds billing. Costs are allocated to the consuming team. Next, COGS per active customer is the direct cost to serve one active customer over a period. Keep it to costs that scale with usage, not overhead. Finally, define active customer clearly and consistently, like customer with at least one paid transaction or login in the last 30 days. Put these one-liners on every deck to prevent confusion and debate. Lead with purpose. Our chargeback model exists to align usage with cost, so budgets reflect real consumption, linked to behavior. When teams see true costs, they optimize resources, decommission idle assets, and choose the right size tier. Show trend with causes. Spend rose 12% due to volume, plus 9% users, rate, plus 2% unit price, and mix, plus 1% shift to premium storage. Separate what's controllable from what's not. Close with value. Chargeback reduces waste, improves forecast accuracy, and funds capacity where demand is growing. Keep it simple, specific, and action-oriented. Define the metric up front and never change it mid-quarter. COGS/active customer equals direct infrastructure plus licenses plus support tied to usage, divided by active customers. Then explain drivers. 1. Unit price, cloud rates, vendor pricing. 2. Utilization, how efficiently we use reserved capacity. 3. Efficiency, code, architecture, automation. Provide a benchmark, target versus peers versus last quarter. Example: COGS/active fell from $4.20 to $3.80, beating our $4 target and nearing the peer median of $3.70. End with what unlocked it, e.g., better auto-scaling and storage lifecycle policies. Use a headline that states an insight or decision, not raw data. Example: we can cut unit cost 8% this quarter without slowing roadmap. Show one chart that proves the point and add one sentence takeaway beneath it. Savings come from reserved instances and deleting 12% idle volumes. Finish with a clear call to action: what you want approved, budget, policy, or timeline. Avoid dashboards with tiny numbers. Every slide answers, what changed? Why? So what? What do you need from leadership today? Anchor on 3 metrics: total cost, unit cost per customer or transaction, and variance versus plan. Then provide a bridge from plan to actual. Start at plan. Walk through drivers, volume, rate, mix, efficiency, to explain the gap. Close with sensitivity. Which driver moves results the most? Example: a 10% utilization improvement saves $1.2 million. A 10% price rise costs $900,000. This tells leaders where to focus. Keep calculations transparent and consistent across slides so finance can trace every dollar. Swap tech labels for business outcomes. Instead of migrate to new cluster, say reduce latency 30% and cut COGS 6%. Use absolutes and deltas, dollars, percentages, and YOY-QOQ. Example, QOQ unit cost down 9%. Annualized savings $2.4 million. Tie everything to strategy, growth, margin, and risk. For growth, capacity lifts daily active users by 5%. For margin, compression lowers storage cost per gigabyte 12%. For risk, redundancy reduces outage exposure from 4 hours to 30 minutes. Leaders invest when outcomes are unmistakable. Finish with a crisp proposal, ROI, and risk guardrails. Example, approve $600,000 for reservations. Expected payback in 7 months. Cap exposure at $150,000. Offer options. Do nothing. Status quo. Cost rises 4%. Base. Reserve 50%. Save $1.1 million. Bold. Reserve 70% plus storage cleanup. Save $1.8 million. End with the next step and owner. Decision by Friday. Owner, VP Ops. If approved, FinOps executes purchases Monday. Eng leads cleanup sprint next week. Clear options and ownership turn insights into action.